Freddie Roach has a terrific talent to work with in Manny Pacquiao.
Unbelievable speed, wild strength, phenomenal technique, and lightning-fast footwork. This is just a little of what the legendary Filipino boxer Manny Pacquiao is famous for. Manny is the only boxer to ever hold world champion titles in 8 weight divisions, a 5-time lineal champion in 5 weight divisions, and the only fighter to have held a championship belt in 4 different decades. Today, we have collected for you the best knockouts and finishes from the Philippine Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao. June 2008, Manny Pacquiao and David Diaz met in the ring. The WBC lightweight belt was at stake.
Are going to be called low. That said, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves all the time. Touch them up now. Good luck to both of you. Good luck.
Pacquiao was stronger and faster than Diaz, pounding him with big punches from the first round on.
Big left over the top by Diaz. Blood coming from the right eye of David Diaz. Already.
He broke Diaz's nose in the second round, and a few rounds later he opened a gash above Diaz's right eye, turning the fight into a bloody affair. In the 9th round, Manny sends Diaz to the canvas with a left hook, and the referee stops the bout.
And Dracula stops the fight. They should have never got to that. Welcome to the lightweight division.
July 2003, Manny Pacquiao returns to HBO to defend his IBF Junior Featherweight title against Emmanuel Lucero. Lucero started to attack straight away in the first round, but Pacquiao was just too fast. Manny kept counterattacking and started to wear down Lucero with his technique.
Lucero with a left hand over the top seems to have momentarily stunned Lucero. Now Pacquiao tries to continue. Body shot by Pacquiao and a big left hand. Again with the body. Lucero just taking the punishment, trying to duck away.
At the beginning of the 3rd round, Pacquiao and Lucero had an exchange of punches, and later in the 3rd round, Pacquiao hit Lucero with a left hook to the jaw, causing the referee to stop the fight.
And the referee instantly stops the fight.
He was out on his feet with a punch that landed right on the point of the jaw.
Jose Cobian taking no chances whatsoever. No count. Immediate knockout.
November 2009, at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Manny Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto met in the welterweight superfight. The Puerto Rican's WBO welterweight title was on the line. Pacquiao, who had began his professional career as a wiry flyweight, was aiming for a major title in his 7th weight class. Miguel promised to stop the Filipino, but as a result, he is knocked down in the 3rd and 4th rounds. Manny is in complete control of the fight. After round 11, Cotto wants to surrender, but his corner forces him to continue the fight, which was stopped by the referee in the 12th round.
When will it ever end for Pacquiao? There is no limit, it seems, to what this man can do.
June 1998, 18-year-old Manny Pacquiao steps into the ring against 28-year-old Chatchai Sasakul of Thailand. Sasakul was the WBC and lineal flyweight champion of the world. For 8 rounds, Pacquiao annihilated Sasakul in front of a distraught home crowd. On that day, Pacquiao won the first of his many world titles. March 2000. In the super flyweight, Manny was coping very well. almost all of his battles are finished ahead of schedule in the first half of the fight. The fight against Arnel Baratillo was no exception. Pacquiao finished Baratillo in the 4th round with an accurate hook. In January 2006, a rematch between two high-profile boxers, Manny Pacquiao and Eric Morales. In the first fight, Eric defeated Manny and inflicted his 3rd career defeat.
Yep, and this crowd reacting to one thing remember though, is Pacquiao now's been... Oh! Left hand, Morales. Big left hand, Morales. What a round 6 for Pacquiao. This is Pacquiao's biggest round in the 2 fights with Morales. Exactly right, Rich. Oh, and saved by the bell, and there's no pun intended there. Both of these fighters are intelligent fighters. Executing their game plans is another thing. And oh, vicious body attack by Warren Ferrer. I think he's in a bit of a... Oh! And we thought Morales was going down. Oh, and he does go
Pacquiao was fast, strong, motivated, and angry, which brought him an early victory in the 10th round. In April 2007, Manny Pacquiao had his 4th WBC title defense. His opponent was George Solis, who was a very experienced fighter. Pacquiao had a slow start during the first few rounds while he tried to adjust to Solis's height and reach advantage. He eventually controlled the pace of the fight and landed some flurries of punches later on.
Big right hook by Pacquiao, and a left hand, and Solis is in some trouble.
There goes the pusher by Pacquiao. He's trying to muscle his way in.
Solis has been hurt here in the 6th round. Excuse me, I said the 5th, I meant the 6th.
This is now the Pacquiao that I think everybody expected in Solis' corner. Gennaro, we were both listening, and they've invoked the family.
He's in trouble, and down goes Solis.
Really good was that lip uppercut that dropped.
The fight ended in the 8th round via KO after Solis was knocked down for the 2nd time.
Solis sent down for the 2nd time. Cinco. He is on the apron of the ring. Manny Pacquiao.
In October 2002, Manny Pacquiao stepped into the ring against IBF mandatory challenger Fabrikorb Rakiajim, whom he sorted out quickly and ruthlessly. His opponent was knocked down 4 times in the first 3 minutes of the fight. After the last knockdown, he could not get up from the canvas. In the early 2000s, Manny was still fighting in Manila. In the Philippines, he was a local favorite, but it was clear that he outgrew the local opposition, where fights were one-sided and often ended in the starting rounds. In November 2003, Mexican warrior Marco Antonio Barrera, who had recently defeated top fighters like Eric Morales, Johnny Tapia, and Nassim Hamed, agreed to fight the still largely unknown Manny Pacquiao of the Philippines. Barrera was a big favorite at 4-1. In the first round, he knocked down Pacquiao. But in reality, the southpaw, known as Pac-Man, had slipped. Soon enough, Barrera would taste the canvas, but there was no slipping involved. Pacquiao's blazing, relentless fists were just too much for the experienced Barrera. Marco had never been confronted by anyone or anything like Pacquiao before. The referee stopped the fight in the 11th round, giving Pacquiao the victory by decision. In November 2006, the third fight of a trilogy took place between Manny Pacquiao and Erik Morales, widely considered one of the greatest boxing trilogies of all time. Similar to the second fight, Pacquiao entirely dominated the fight and knocked out Erik in the third round.
Third knockdown of the fight by Pacquiao against Morales. Morales shakes his head as if to say, I want no more. That is that. Dick Dracula stops the fight. Manny Pacquiao has the knockout.
In May 2009, two of the top 10 fighters in the pound-for-pound ratings met in the ring. Manny Pacquiao versus Ricky Hatton. In the first round, Ricky had already been knocked down twice. In the second round, Manny struck the best blow of his career at the time and ended the fight.
Just cemented his legend.
Not only is he the best fighter in the world,
He's the most exciting fighter.
Please do not